From Tuesday the 7th to Friday the 10th, the 42nd edition of the IEEE Real-Time Systems Symposium, RTSS, will be running. So all activities of the conference are scheduled according to the following Google Calendar. Of course, if you can click on this link, this calendar can be added to your own Google Calendar. So you're very welcome to participate to all the RTSS 2021 activities, and you can participate in different ways. Of course, registered participants can access to the full conference content, which include the presentation of the papers, the paper itself, which can be downloaded from the IEEE site, the keynote talk, etc. Jump to the minute 1 and 15 seconds of this presentation to see how is this possible. For all participants, so whether or not they are registered, they can all meet the real-time system community during the conference breaks. Jump to the minute 4 and 37 seconds to see how this is possible. Finally, everybody can also participate to the technical discussion happening over our message-based platform. Jump to minute 9:07 to see how to do it. Let me now show you how to access to the virtual platform that we organized for this year RTSS. So first of all, most of the activities happening during this year virtual conference happens over the underlying virtual platform. And so basically when I say most of the activities, I mean live paper presentations are over there, live question and answering, as well as from the virtual platform you can see the credential to download the conference proceedings, which are the final versions of all published papers. So first, and this content, all the content I mentioned above, is accessible only to registered participants, so to the participants who are registered to RTSS. If you want to register to RTSS, you just go here, you register, and so there's the registration page. You follow everything, you click here, and by $15 to $20 you can today register at this virtual event. Once you are registered, you can access to the virtual platform. Where is the virtual platform? The virtual platform is accessible at this link here. But before I show you how to access, I invite you to write to this email rtss2021 @underline.io in case you have any problem in accessing the platform. So let's see how to access the platform. So to access the platform, you can click here, and if you have if you don't remember this link, basically when you registered, probably you got an email by RTSS telling you write this email like this, which tells you how to which has the same address. You can click here too, it doesn't matter, it's the same. So here you just go to login here. Here it's very important that you remember, you add here the credential that you entered at the time of registration. So enter here your email, the same email that you entered at the time of registration. So in my case, I log in with my Google credential. So I click here, I select this Google credential, and things goes on. So now I'm logged in because you see my face up here. A feature of this site is that once you logged in, you are redirected to the main site. So you have to go back to the main reception. So basically you have to go back to the link to the virtual platform here. So now you are in and you're logged in, and you can see all the conference content here. If you're wondering why after you have logged in, why are you redirected to the main underlying site, you need to manually go back and enter again the RTSS conference site, which is, I remind you, this one, then the answer is that talking to people at conferences has a great value. First of all, it allows, for example, to understand better research papers. So you may have seen a presentation, but you didn't grasp fully the message. So talking to the authors is a good opportunity to understand it better. Of course, talking to people at conference is good to broaden the network, your network of contacts, of course. And you may search for job opportunities, or you may want to offer job opportunities, and you can establish a link by talking to people. Very sadly, we had to switch to virtual-only conference, meaning that we cannot allow physical face-to-face interaction. That's very sad. It has been, very discussed in the email you may have got. Still, we are organizing virtual face-to-face interaction, and to our experience, this is very close to what you can get in a physical venue. So, for face-to-face interaction, we are using the service offered by Wonder.me platform, which is available at this link. This link, you don't need to take note of this or the address. You will find a direct link around in the web page where you see this clip. So if you click here, you are redirected to this space where you can see all participants. So right now this space is really empty. There are no participants, but during the conference we imagine this space to be empty. To be full of all conference participants. Anyway, so here we have one participant only, who is Giulio Bini, and if we want, we can create a circle with him. Creating a circle means that we can have a small circle to talk privately or publicly with people. Other things we can do, for example, I can chat. Well, in a list of people, we see all people, and I can open a chat and write to Giulio Bini or whatever I want. For example, something like this, or again, even from the list, I can create a circle. So let's try to create a circle with Giulio Bini. So I press here. Basically, I'm inviting Giulio Bini to create a circle. So now, since Giulio Bini is actually, my son, but it is on this browser too. If I open here Giulio Bini's Windows, I can either, decline or accept the invitation. If we accept the invitation, basically Giulio Bini and myself are joining onto the same circle, and we can talk to each other. You see here my face up here, and then Giulio, and on my screen I'll see Giulio Bini face here. So if we like to talk about, and of course, the circle is not restricted by two. You can add more and more people with the same process. If we like to talk about something confidential, we can lock the circle, and then if you lock the circle, nobody can enter. So here, I'm in the circle. If I want, I can leave the circle, and then I can go around. As you can see here, the area is divided in some rectangles, and at each rectangles there are tagged. There are different labels. So I can see a job offer, interview, RTSS organizers, next conferences, first-time participants, and so on. There are many different areas. So this snapshot of the areas that you can see is the snapshot that is existing now at the time of recording. It may be subject to little changes by the time the conference starts, but still the machinery and the mechanics of interaction will be the same. So you are all very welcome to join conversation and face-to-face interaction with all the other attendees of RTSS over Wonder.me platform, following the links that you will find on the website. The Technical Committee on Real-Time System, which is the TCRTS, the sponsoring society of RTSS. You can see the link and its page here. So basically, the TCRTS is sponsoring a Discord server to host all message-based interaction within the real-time systems community. So how to join the Discord server? And of course, we are going to use this server even during RTSS 2021. And how can you join the Discord server on real-time systems? Well, you just need to follow this link. But now in this presentation, I'll click on the link, but you can find this link on many pages. For example, you can find this link on the RTSS page. So if you follow this link, you are redirected to here, where you have an invitation on Discord, and you just need to accept the invitation. If you have no account on Discord yet, you will be prompted to create your account. We invite you to select a username, which is, we must be able to identify, you must be able to identify yourself with your first name and family name. Otherwise, it may be, if you use a nickname which is too complicated to match with your name, it may become problematic to get contacted, right? So that's why, for example, on that Discord server, I appear as Enrico Bini. So you go here, so I did already accept the invitation, and so I don't need to accept the invitation anymore, but you have to, in case you have no account over there, you need to create one and enter all the usual information that you need for creating accounts. Once you registered and you accepted the invitation, you can jump, for example, to RTSS Discord channels. So here is the direct link to the announcement channel. So if you go here, and so I'll show you Discord a bit. So Discord will be loading. You see a lot of stuff here. Let me browse it quickly. So on top you have something which is related to the all real-time system. So you have coffee breaks, announcements of any kind. You see here many announcements of conferences. You see here job and advertisement if you want. And so on. Coming to what we are more interested in, which is the usage of Discord for message-based communication for RTSS. Well, first of all, we implemented here Lost in Discord channel. So you go here and you type something like, hey, help me, I'm lost, how, something like that, how to watch presentation, something like that, presentations, and so maybe people will come and help you and give you information about that. So we have this channel here. Backstage is not for you, for the organizers. Announcement, you can find any type of organization, and most important of all, you have a Discord channel per conference session. So here you can recognize, for example, one the dot you cannot use. So 1_11 is the Discord channel for the session 1.11, special session of self-adapting system, and so on and so forth. You can browse here. You can see here all the sessions. How to use these channels of sessions? So, for example, you say that you here, and you see, for example, on this session 4.21 on heterogeneous computing, I posted already the papers which are going to be discussed in the session, and in this case we also have brief presentation being presented in this session. So you see here the session share is already up and running and is ready to coordinate the discussion over the channel. The most important feature I like to say is that we are going to use at RTSS this channel to post questions. So if while these papers are presented, you have a question, you just go here and you say, dear author, or whatever you want. You just write it down. If you, normally, as you do in these channels, you write at, and you write the name of the authors. Maybe is Martina Maggio, but I'm just trying to say something, but maybe it's wrong. Martina Maggio is actually the maintainer of this entire machinery. Martina Maggio, you can say something. I like your paper. I'm curious about how to extend whatever, right? Something like that, right? And then during the live session, basically the session chair will pick up your questions from here and will pose the questions to the speaker live so that the speaker can answer live during the actual session. These channels are open also afterwards, after the conference, and will be here up and running well beyond the conference time. And of course, you are very welcome to interact with the authors even after the conference. So this website, these Discord channels are not meant to be online for the conference only, are meant to be online for much longer than that. For example, you can see, I can show you here, that on conference threads down there, you can see, for example, all sessions and interaction that happen at ECRTS 2021, right? So here you see lots of people, posting questions and authors proposing their answer. All right, I think that's all for the Discord channels. And if you are lost on Discord, just go here and say, "Hey, I'm lost." Right? Thank you.